This is an iTalk 1067 Sports exclusive. Local sports are on iTalk 1067 and online at iTalk1067.com. Local sports is presented by Sholo Ford.
The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown Cougars. Kicks it out for Reisdorf. Reisdorf got the three.
Fastball grounded to third. Backhanded fair ball thrown home.
It's a fair ball. No one covering third and scooting over. Oh, that's Casey Kelly blocked by Gregness.
Also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Octopus Car Wash. And now, local sports on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com. Presented by Sholo Ford.
To the crew here at Sholo High School for another
You guys
3A
are way
East,
too hot.
3A East baseball matchup with the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets and the home team Sholo Cougars, presented to you by Sholo Ford. If you need to buy a vehicle, Ron, let's tell them to go visit the guys up at girls at Sholo Ford.
That's where you got to go.
Also, we have Blake. He talked to some of the coaches today about the Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center injury report.
That's right, Greg. I caught up with a couple of the coaches this afternoon, and coming in for Blue Ridge, we've got one injury to report over there. We have Tucker Smith. He's out for looks like for the rest of the season, probably with a hurt elbow. And then over for the Sholo Cougars, we have is it Jake Reedhead?
Jake Reedhead.
And he's out for the remainder of the season as well with a torn hamstring, or I'm sorry, torn hamstring. So,
well, let's take a quick break real quick. We'll play the national anthem here, and we'll be right back with Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
90? Okay.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball. And I'm Blake Murchison alongside Greg Chavez and Ron Everingham here. And Greg, we were just talking a little bit before the national anthem about the Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center's injury report. And so we had one injury on both teams this afternoon, and Summit Healthcare.
It's
Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. And so they bring us our regional injury report today.
Yeah, and they brought us most of these kids. It's probably where everybody was born. So
that's true.
Yeah.
And so
let's jump into the keys to the game.
Yeah, Ace Hardware has a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you are locked out of your car, you just need a key replaced any hour of the day or the night of the week. Call Ace Hardware, your helpful place with 3 locations. They're in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo, Ron. So what are the keys to the game?
Well, Greg, you've seen these teams probably more than anybody's. I mean, today, obviously, we haven't mentioned yet, but it's a beautiful day. It's 72 degrees, and we have 22-mile-an-hour wind blowing straight into left field. And so It's going to be interesting to see if these pitchers can keep the pitches down. If anybody's going to, even have a pop fly or get some meat on the ball, you got to believe they're going to be flying today.
Yeah, these guys got to keep the ball down, and the batters for both teams have to come up thinking, you see a pitch up in the zone. If you can get it, you might want to go after it with the wind blowing like it is. But we'll take this. Last time they played, we had the heaters. We had, I think, 27 degrees.
We had
the
snowing
snow
on us.
going.
Yeah.
But with both these sets of kids, bunch of great kids here today. Sholo in their throwback uniforms, they look pretty good. I like those old school uniforms.
Yeah, those are
Pants
sweet.
up high.
Pinstripes.
So,
those are sweet.
if they can keep the airs down with both teams, not make silly base running mistakes, we should be in for another good game here.
So we got Iron Macias on the mound for the Yellow Jackets, and we've got Tanner Isaacs on the mound for the Cougars. It's going to be interesting to see how they come out throwing and see what we got.
We do. Tanner comes into the game. Let's see here with ERA of 3.31 on the season so far. He's thrown 36 innings, has a total of 53 strikeouts on the season.
There you go, guys. That's our Ace Hardware keys of the game right there as we're about to kick things off here.
Our first batter for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, Seth Chavez, the junior, batting .395 on the season for Blue Ridge. First pitch from Tanner. Fastball right down the middle. Seth swings. The ball is straight back towards the backstop. Here we go. And it's right on top of the canopy, the very first pitch.
That's right on top of our canopy. And Seth wasn't waiting for any pitch. Blake, we talked about it, in one of our previous games. That first pitch is a lot of times the best one to get out and jump on.
That's right. Man, good thing we had this canopy up.
Yeah, no kidding. I'd have caught it. What are you talking about?
That's true.
The 0-1 pitch. Nice curveball that Seth swings and misses to make the count 0-2.
Caught him with the off-speed pitch.
Tanner throwing from the left side. The 0-2 pitch from Tanner Isaacs to Chavez. Fastball down the middle. Chavez pops it up out towards center field. Who's going to get it? Reisdorf calls it. Oh, and it falls for a base hit.
Wow.
Trent Williams, Reisdorf, and Brian Reed are all out there, and I don't know if the wind had something to do with it. They all kind of looked at each other, nobody talked, and the ball falls in for a base hit.
So that's a Black Diamond auto glass fly ball right there. The Black Diamond reminds you to use two hands, just like, they probably should have used two hands on that catch right there. They use two hands on every installation.
The number 2 hitter in the lineup for the Yellow Jackets today is Josiah Vitale, number 16, the senior, batting .286 for the Jackets. So the Jackets have a runner on base. Chavez at first. Josiah Vitale at the plate. Isaacs from the stretch, from the left side, and the pitch. Down low for ball 1 to Josiah Vitale. Tanner Isaacs, let's see, is a sophomore out there for the Cougars. Again, the Cougars the home team today in this 3A East battle. Coming into the game, the Cougars are number 10 in the rankings. Yellow Jackets number 13. Pitch, chop to the left side. Shortstop, Williams picks it up.
Nice
and it's
play.
in the hole. He can't make the play at second base in time, so you got an infield base hit for Vitale, which moves Chavez over to second base. So you have runners first and second with no outs.
That was a nice hit there by Josiah. And the runner being Seth Chavez being on the ball with getting a good jump on that too.
Yeah, good heads up running by Chavez. That's a deep hit into the pocket of shortstop for Trent Williams to field, and it's tough because they had a roll lofty high bounce on that, so it gave him a little extra time.
He did field it cleanly and get it out of his glove quick.
The next batter for the Yellow Jackets is the senior Ira Macias, batting from the left side. Macias batting .367 on the season for the Yellow Jackets. Sees the first pitch from Isaacs for a strike, 0-1 on Macias. Macias at the plate. Isaacs comes set, looks at the runner at second. And the pitch. A nice off-speed pitch for strike 2 to Macias for 0-2 count.
Great change up there. I mean, that had a lot of movement on it, and looked like it was coming in about twice as fast as it actually did.
So Macias in the hole at 0-2. Isaacs on the mound, runners at first and second, top of the first inning, no score. And Isaac steps off, is going to just reset here. And
now Macias a batter with some power, so if he can get the bat on the ball here, no outs with 2 runners on, it'd be interesting to see where it goes with that wind blowing straight out of left field.
So here comes the pitch from Isaacs, 0-2 pitch, and it misses. for the first ball. One ball, 2 strikes.
Another off-speed pitch by Isaacs, just missing the inside corner.
Runners at first and second. Top of the first inning, no outs. Macias at the plate facing Tanner Isaacs. His battery mate, Zach Edwards, behind the plate here for the Cougars. The pitch is bounced in the dirt. Chavez goes to third. He gets there, and he's safe on the ball in the dirt. Vitale stays at first base, so we got a 2-2 count on the batter. Runners at the corners, no outs. We'll call that a wild pitch.
It was a close play. Good job by the catcher, Zach Edwards, for Sholo. Good heads-up defense right there. Good throw down, just a little bit low, but nice base running by Seth Chavez.
Macias has a 2-2 count. Isaacs from the stretch. He's set. Looks at the runner at first base and the pitch. Strike 3 looking, and the throw down to second base. So Vitale gets a stolen base, but nobody there to catch the throw from Edwards. The ball goes in center field, so Chavez scores, and Vitale goes all the way to third base on that, Blake.
Great heads-up running. I mean, I like how Blue Ridge is coming out here, taking the offense, being aggressive at the plate. Even with the strikeout, these guys are running, making plays happen. It's good to see them with that kind of energy to start the game off.
No, he was caught looking on that one. Was by correction, that was Macias. That was struck out there by Edwards. Next batter is Kai Tyantongo for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch from Edwards is up high. So we're in the bottom of the first inning. Blue Ridge goes up 1-0. 1 out. Runner at third base is Vitale. Tyantongo at the plate. Isaacs and Edwards are your battery for the Cougars. The 1-0 pitch. Full windup, and here it comes. Ball high.
Nice fastball there, but just a little bit high.
And again, another beautiful day here at Sholo High School. Greg Chavez, Blake Murchison, Ron Everingham, and all the rest of our crew bringing this to you live, streaming live on iTalk 1067, iTalk1067.com. The next pitch to Tyantongo is up high for ball 2.
I'll tell you what, for those tuning in on the stream, you won't find any better video shots with four camera shot that we have out here. You should tune in to iTalk1067.com and check it out.
And Tyantongo walks on 4 straight pitches to put runners back at the corners. Bringing up number 4, DeAndre Johnson, batting .377 on the season for the Yellow Jackets.
Isaac's in a pinch here with every time he throws a fastball in, they hit it. He throws a curveball or something off speed, and he's having a little bit trouble. Controlling that right now, yeah. He's trying to throw a fastball up and out of the range, but then Blue Ridge doing a great job of being patient at the plate.
So Johnson digs in. First pitch from Edwards. Correction, Isaacs is a strike. And Edwards is his catcher. Isaacs is on the mound. Got those poor kids mixed up. Sorry, fellas. First and third, runners on the corners. The pitch from Isaacs. Johnson squares to bunt. The ball's on the ground in front of the plate. The throw to second base is there for the force out, but it does score a run. So Johnson does get an RBI with the fielder's choice being out at second base. So Johnson, if right back at the pitcher, I think if he had had it just a little bit more left or right, he probably gets that as a base hit. Nobody is out.
Well, that was a nice little sacrifice there to take the Yellow Jackets up 2-0.
The next batter for the Yellow Jackets, number 18, Chris Verdugo, the sophomore, batting .321 on the season. The pitch, Isaac's down low for ball 1.
Just barely missed the strike zone.
We're in the top of the first inning. Yellow Jackets up 2-0 early in this one. Facing Tanner Isaacs, who's on the bump for the Cougars. Around the horn real quick, we have Jake Tate at third. Trent Williams at second. The pitch in there for a strike to Verdugo. Finishing it out, we got Rhett Reisdorf at second base, Chandler Nicholas at first, Deegan Lettner in right, Brian Reed in center, Cal Fawcett in left, and of course we talked about Zach Edwards behind the plate. The ball is hit to third base Tate picks it up, throws it across the diamond,
Wow.
and he doesn't get it. It gets past Nicholas all the way to the fence, and here comes Johnson. There's going to be a play at the plate, and Johnson is able to get in there and scores on the throwing error from Jake Tate.
Great running by Johnson. I mean, he was just booking it around third base, head straight to home. Good heads-up base running. Tough throw from Tate, right? Is that Tate over at third base?
Yeah, it was Tate, third. Just, you know, it looked like he didn't have much on that and didn't throw it very accurately.
Fielded the ball well.
Just didn't make the throw. So that'll put the Yellow Jackets up 3-0 in the top of the first inning. Today, bringing up the DH today, Dusty Landis, number 10 at the plate for the Yellow Jackets, another sophomore, batting 189. Sees the first pitch from Isaacs, called strike one.
Landis has got 8 RBIs on for the season, looking to get number 9 right here as we got a runner in scoring position at second base.
Verdugo at second base. The pitch from Isaacs. Strike two to Landis to make the count 0-2.
3-0. Jackets up early.
3-0, 0-2 count. 2 outs. To Dusty Landis, the batter. Tanner Isaacs pitching. Off-speed pitch, swing and a miss for the third out at the end of the first half inning of play. Blue Ridge 3, Sholo 0 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. Welcome back to Sholo High School and the Cougar baseball field here. Greg Chavez, Ron Everingham, Blake Murchison bringing you this live 3A East baseball contest. The Cougars, the home team, 10 in the state. Yellow Jackets, number 13, on the bump for the Yellow Jackets is Macias. First batter for the Cougars is Zach Edwards. Edwards batting .367 on the year for the Cougars. First pitch from Macias is in there for a called strike. The ball gets right back to him from the catcher, Marquecho, and Hiram throws the next pitch and a base hit. No, little number off the handle to the second baseman, Josiah Vitale, for out number 1.
It's a nice little, not quite a line drive, hit a little hard, but a little blooper on it, straight to Josiah as an easy out.
So the next batter for the Cougars is the senior, number 10, Rhett Reisdorf, batting .353 on the season. Rhett bats from the left side, but he throws from the right side. So he squares to bunt and got a foul ball, or not a foul ball, but actual just a ball the catcher can't handle. Gets back to the backstop for a 1-0 count. Going around the horn for the Yellow Jackets, you have Marquecho behind the plate. Zeke Kisei at third, Chavez at short. Vitale at second. Tanner McCullough at first base.
Little inside there. Nice shot there by our camera crew to show you what Reisdorf was looking at.
Rounding out the outfield, looks like we have Ty and Tongo in left, Johnson in center, and Chris Verdugo out in right field. So that rounds out the defense for the Yellow Jackets. McCullough's playing first base today while Macias is on the mound. McCullough will not bat, though. Landis is DHing for him. Right now we have Reisdorf, the senior. Again, Sholo wearing the old school throwback uniforms. I like them. The next pitch is a strike for a 2-1 count to Rhett Reisdorf. As we said, Rhett batting .353 on the season. He has 12 hits, 6 RBIs. The pitch from Macias. Too short. 3 bouncer. Chavez picks it up, throws across the diamond to McCullough for out number 2.
It's routine.
I like how Seth took his time with that throw. He lined it up, fired a shot right into first base, and knew the timing on it. Great job by Chavez on that grounder.
Looked pretty.
That'll be out number 2, right?
2
That's
down
out
already.
sure.
2-0-2 down.
Bringing up number 2, Trent Williams.
Trent Williams batting .370 for the Cougars. First pitch to Williams is up high for a ball. Williams is a junior, as we said, batting .370 on the season with 20 hits, 19 RBIs, couple home runs. Ball's popped up way high. Who's going to call it? Shortstop's calling for it. And he makes the catch. So at the end of one complete inning, you're listening to high school baseball presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top, Sholo, and on 102.5 Pine Top, a Kopaniki communication station.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide, guys, on iTalk1067.com.
Around the world.
Around the world. So we're here in Sholo, Arizona, home of the Cougars, watching the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets take on the Cougars here for a second time this season. First time we got to watch it under the snow.
Yeah, with our heaters and all that good stuff.
And now we're sitting at 72 degrees, and it was a little windy, but it seems like it's dying down a bit. So we start off the second inning here with Blue Ridge up to bat. We've got Zeke Kisei, sophomore this year, up to the plate. And he's facing Tanner Isaacs on the mound. So Blue Ridge is up 3-0 as we enter the second inning. Here comes the pitch. And the pitch is going to be right in there for a strike one. Zeke swings at it but misses.
Swing and a miss. It looked like a fastball, maybe just a little bit of off speed.
Maybe a changeup there.
Could have been a changeup, yep.
Isaac throws really well up there, that sophomore. He is.
And a second pitch, swing and a miss. High pitch. Zeke looked like he was swinging for the fences on that one.
Yeah, both of them. We're having a problem with the scoreboard here this afternoon, but if you're watching online, you got a scoreboard that's up and running 3-0.
Scoreboard having seizures today.
And he hits a pop fly right to third baseman, Jake Tate, and he's going to make the routine catch. And that fly ball is a Black Diamond Auto Glass fly ball there. Black Diamond Auto Glass reminds you to use 2 hands just like they use 2 installers at every job. And Tate makes the routine catch to make out number 1 here. So 1 out, no men on as we get rolling with the second inning here.
Marcheco up to bat.
Josh Marcheco, also a sophomore.
First pitch is in the dirt, ball.
Marcheco batting .209 on the season. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be called strike one. Looked like it hit the inside corner there. Third pitch is low, ball 2. So we got 2-1 on the count. Ron Yellow Jackets came out swinging, very aggressive in the first inning, went up 3-0.
Right away, they came out and bats swinging.
Here's the pitch, and it's hit. Looks in play. The first baseman's going to go out after it, but misses it. It's foul off to the right-hand side. Just missed by the first baseman, Chandler Nicholas. And so he's still at the plate. We still got Marquecho at the plate. That'll be 2-2 on the count.
Looked like Nicholas had a play on it, but just didn't. He got twisted around and couldn't see what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know if the sun played a factor in that, or
They do have a warning track here all the way around the field. You know, they teach the kids to feel that dirt underneath your feet. They change from grass to dirt. I think he was too worried about the fence over there and just didn't make the play. Giving Marquecho another chance here.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Isaacs. And it's going to be high and outside, just barely, though. I wouldn't be watching that pitch.
Yeah, that looked
2
close.
strikes.
That looked close.
So that'll full it up here, 3-2 count for Marquecho.
That was pitch 30 on the day so far for Isaacs.
Off-speed pitch outside. That's going to do it for Marquecho. He'll be on first base with a walk. And up next is going to be Chavez up at the top of the order.
Nice shot there by our camera crew. You can see kind of the displeasure on Isaac's face there as he really didn't want to lose that batter.
Last time at bat, Seth got that little blooper that fell in between everybody, that little no man's land out there in center field. So we'll see what he can do with a runner on now.
So 1 out, runner on first base for Blue Ridge. Here comes the pitch.
Oh.
And nice changeup by Isaacs. Chavez goes down swinging on that pitch for strike number 1.
I think he was probably looking for that fastball.
That was a great pitch.
Yes, it was.
Had him way out ahead. Good pitch, Tanner.
The second pitch is fouled off.
Now, Greg, in a situation like this, when you got the batter down, no balls, 2 strikes, what do you expect to see from Isaacs?
Just being that it's high school baseball and a young kid, I
try to smoke one by him.
No, I think he's going to throw an off-speed pitch. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens here. You tend to watch enough baseball, and it seems like some of these younger kids, they get to 0-2 count, automatically think off-speed pitch.
Yeah,
instead of just smoking it by somebody.
He's just thrown 2 more off-speed pitches, so we'll see what he does.
We'll see right here.
Here comes the 0-2. Oh, he's going to check the runner at first.
Fake all of us out. We're all wrong.
Not a very serious.
Man, those lefties, they're good at that.
Not a very serious throw to first, though. Just something to keep the runner honest.
Change the timing to the hitter. There's
the
off-speed, and it worked.
That's the off-speed.
It'll be strike number 3 as Chavez goes down swinging, and you're right, Greg, that off-speed pitch coming in with the 0-2 count.
Got him all 3 strikes with change-ups.
Isaac struggling with that a little bit in the first inning, comes out and seems to be doing a lot better here. So that's out number 2 for Blue Ridge.
Brings up Josiah Vital, who's 1 for 1 on the afternoon. First time up, hit a single.
And first pitch is going to be a high fastball, and Vital's just a little bit late on that one. It'll be strike 1.
Well, if you can throw the off-speed pitch like that, why not, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just is sitting in the batter's box watching 3 changeups.
So 2 outs, no balls, 1 strike for Vital. And Marquecho is on first base still for the Yellow Jackets.
There's another one.
Nice changeup again, and
that
caught him looking.
Yeah, that time just got him looking.
That's 0-2. 2 strikes for Vital.
Josiah, the hero of the first game.
Yes.
Against
strike 3.
0-2 pitch was on the outside corner. Another changeup, just like Greg was talking about, Ron, and that'll take down the side and retire the Yellow Jackets for the inning. And this is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. We'll be back in a few.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Sholo, Arizona. You're listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. And as we enter the bottom of the second inning, we want to remind you that the top of the second inning was brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When it comes to start off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition rate in Arizona, and that's Northland Pioneer College. And so here comes Sholo up to the plate.
Jake Tate.
Jake Tate, who had that error early in the first inning, steps up to the plate for the first time this game. With the Jackets up 3-0.
First pitch is going to be fouled up out of play behind the backstop for strike number 1. Nice fastball by Macias on that. Had Tate a little bit behind the pitch. Here comes the 0-1.
Nice.
Strike, change up right down the middle, caught him looking, and that'll be 0-2 on the count for Tate.
Anything hit up high today is going to be tough for those all 8 guys out in the field.
Yeah, so far we've not seen anybody get a hold of one yet.
And he drills one to second base, and Vital's going to make the routine play over to first for out number 1. So Tate hits a grounder, a pretty hard hit grounder to Vital in second. And Vital does a great job fielding it and getting the throw over to first for out number 1 for the Yellow Jackets on defense. And for the Cougars comes up Deegan Lettner.
That's the score, 4-3 out on the card.
That's just what I was thinking.
I'm trying to implement some of the stuff Camden taught us last game. So.
Ball gets by Marquette to the backstop. Ball 1 to Lettner.
One 1-0 on the count. Here comes the pitch. He squares around a bunt, but the pitch is right at his helmet. So,
Have you ever done that, Greg? You square around a bunt and somebody just throws it right at your face?
Well, if it's early enough that the guy squares around early enough, because he's basically turned chest towards the pitcher.
Yeah.
You throw an inside pitch, he's either going to get hit or he's not going to square around so much anymore. So
yeah, that's true.
Throw an inside pitch, see what happens.
1-1. Here comes the pitch, and it's fouled off back out of play.
Now, we're not trying to suggest that's what Macias was doing. Well, we're just saying that's what happened.
Any good coach would probably teach their kid that. If he wants to square around, throw it inside and see what he does with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It would be hard to deal with an inside pitch.
You attempt at the bunt, and you get hit.
In the
now you got to strike, and you hurt, and you got to stay in the box. So you got a 2-1 count.
And
there's a hit.
Hits it deep center field. And that's going to be over the head of number 4, DeAndre Johnson, as Lettner makes it all the way around to second base. Nice hit by Lettner. Huge line drive, pop fly line drive out over the head of the center fielder for Blue Ridge. Going to be a great base hit, and that'll put Sholo up on the diamond in the bottom of the second inning. So Sholo trying to answer to the 3 runs on the board for Blue Ridge so far, and we've got now Lettner on second base.
Tanner Isaacs now at the mound. Isaacs steps in from the left side.
From the softball game next door, we got 5-0 Blue Ridge. Just got word that Kiara Smith just jacked a home run. So Camden's on his way to run over there and give her a high five.
That was a great hit by Lettner. Good job, Deegan. Way to stroke that ball. Tanner at the plate. Squares to bunt. Not.
And Macias is going to check the runner in a second.
We got 0-0 on the count here.
Yep, hasn't thrown a pitch yet.
Wow, I didn't miss anything.
No, not
I was
this
busy looking for the Snickers and the Twix somewhere in here.
1 out for the Cougars as Isaacs is up at the plate. Got a runner on second. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be right down the middle. Nice changeup pitch by Macias, and that's going to be strike number 1.
It looked like one of those Tanner Isaacs that he kind of had that flinch, like I should be swinging, but you know we've all felt that.
Yeah, it looked like a curveball dropping in.
I should be swinging,
right
but it's too late. I might as well not even try.
3-0 Blue Ridge.
And he's going to have a fastball. He swings at it, but foul tips it back towards the backstop. That'll be strike number 2. So Isaac's down in the count, 0-2. Runner on second base.
Lettner at second base. Blue Ridge on top 3-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch from Macias. Oh, fell straight back.
Yeah.
And the ball hits the pole and rolls right back and hits him in the foot.
He was lucky to get a bat on that one, Greg. It was such a high pitch that, you know, he was lucky to even get a tip.
And probably Blue Ridge on the other end is also lucky that he was able to he got just under it and fouled it off because he was right on that. I mean, if he had connected, that would have been hit a long ways.
Could have hit the water tank, target the water tank.
Hit the bullseye.
Isaac's 286 on the season, batting this year. Lettner with a leadoff at second. Here comes the pitch. And drilled right over the first baseman's head out into right field. Nice hit by Isaacs. That's going to be a base hit, and it's going to bring around Lettner to home plate to score. Put one up on the board for the Cougars. That'll be 3-1 now. Yellow Jackets on top 3, Cougars 1, and we still have one out in the inning.
You know, that's exactly what they teach you to do, Greg, with that curveball is take it straight to right field. You know, he was right on that curveball. He took it just as it was curving. So
he hit that ball well.
He did.
You know, we talked about little mistakes right there. If you notice that, the guy's probably going to score from second base anyway on that hit. But the right fielder comes up with the ball and doesn't throw the ball, just kind of sits there, looks around, like, where do I throw it? Instead of just getting the ball in, and then by the time he makes the throw, the runner's already halfway to home plate.
Yeah, it's one of those little, those little things that, you know, you got to know what you're going to do with the ball before it gets hit to you.
First pitch to Nicholas was a strike, caught looking. Second one's going to be fouled up back in the backstop. He'll be down the count now, 0-2.
Chandler's batting .364 this year so far for the Cougars. Chandler, let's see, is a senior. We had his dad Dave around here helping get everything set up for everybody out here today, and the athletic director here at Sholo, Dave Nicholas.
Dave Nicholas.
Watching his boy play some baseball.
Does a great job.
Comes the pitch, and man, big swing by Nicholas.
Big swing.
Fastball high, and he's going to go down swinging for strike number 3.
Yeah, I was say big swing, big throw.
Yeah.
Because he threw it hard and high. And
I think it's a nice pitch by Macias right there.
I think so too. Kind of a challenging pitch, you know, just the one where you rear back and throw it as hard as you got up high.
Brian Reed steps in.
Nice hit by Reed, straight up the middle, over the pitcher, out into center field. He's going to get a base hit, and that'll be a single. It's going to put Isaacs on second base now, and Reed is up on first. So we got 2 men on, 2 outs here, and the bottom of the second inning for the Cougars, getting some stuff started here. They got a run in this inning, so 3-1 now with 2 men on.
2-out rally. Markland.
Got Joe talking to, they're going to bring a courtesy runner for their pitcher. It's number 15. I'm not sure who you have the lineup, Blake, the copy, because today Sholo's not wearing the normal numbers, so we have to check on that because they're wearing these throwback uniforms. So give us just a second, ladies and gentlemen. We'll find that.
Are they throwbacks, or are they brand new and they look like throwbacks, or did they actually go dig in the closet?
You know what? I don't know, because I don't see either the Joes or Randy wearing them out there. They're coaches. So,
you know, I actually don't have.
Number 15 is Grayson.
That looks like it.
Yeah, well, I think it's Grayson.
Is that a 55 or an 8?
I don't know.
Pitch on the way, fouled off for Cal Fawcett.
It might be Grayson Pace in running.
We're not sure.
So 0-1 on the count, 2 outs, 2 men on base. Here comes the pitch, and it's in the dirt outside.
Nice stop by Josh Marcaccio.
That's the way to get over block a pitch.
Yes.
When you've got 2 runners on, you want to keep those guys in check, and just staying in front of the ball holds the runners at the bases. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be swing and a miss, change up outside corner on Macias.
So Blue Ridge trying to get out of this without any more damage.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the count. Pitch is going to be inside.
Hit him.
Oh,
It hit him.
Even hit his shoulder. I didn't see that. So that'll load the bases up.
Yeah, leadoff hitter Zach Edwards coming up to the plate.
This is interesting. We've got bases loaded, 2 outs. Cougars getting a little 2-out rally going here. And you've got your leadoff batter, Zach Edwards, up to the plate now. The pitch is going to be popped up, but out of play. It's 0-1 on the count.
Which could be a big turning point here in the game early on with bases loaded, 2 outs. Let's see what Zach Edwards can do here after fouling that pitch off.
He drills it to second base, but Vital makes a fielder's choice play to second base to grab the forced out at second. That's going to retire the side. So nice job by Blue Ridge getting out of a pinch. And we'll be right back. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
We'd like to welcome you back to Sholo High School. The visiting Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets playing a 3A East baseball matchup here against the home team, the Sholo Cougars. Starting off the top of the inning will be Ira Macias. Also, when it comes to starting your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. Also, Blake, not even if you want to go back to school, go to NPC. I mean, if you can go to school, cheapest place. I mean, they have online classes. They have classes centers all over the White Mountains, and then I believe on Navajo Reservation, the Apache Reservation. We can.
Credit program and neat college.
You know, we'd also like to thank some of our other sponsors that make this possible to bring this to you folks. We got Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. That's Beeler Orthodontics. We'll have the straight line drive of the game from Beeler. Also, Deemer's Glass. If you need glass for your home or business, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. We'll have the Deemer's Glass, smoothest glass play of the game later on today. Also, we're going to have the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. The Player of the Game, as we said, is going to be brought to you by Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports. For the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, camping gear on the mountain, go to Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260. Also, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Octopus Car Wash, Indian Pine Restaurant at Honda, Subway, Sunrise Ski Park, Beeler Orthodontics, just to name a few. Coming up to lead the third inning is Ira Macias, number 15, who is pitching today for the Yellow Jackets. The first pitch to Ira is contact the left side. Left fielder is drifting back at the fence, and the ball bounces off the fence. The left fielder, Cal Fawcett, unable to make that play, and Macias is in safe with a double on the very first pitch that he sees from Isaacs here in the third inning.
Huge hit from Macias. He struck out last inning, comes out firing this inning. Nice contact. Solid hit from Macias out to the fence.
Yeah, we talked about that pregame. Two things. One about Macias' power, but then two, the wind. Got it up in the wind there, and it just kept floating and kept floating. Couldn't get caught up by Cal Fawcett out there in left field.
And we got a courtesy runner. That'll be Chase Esparza running for Macias out at second base. Macias with the double. Ty Tongo, the sophomore, number 20, steps into the left-handed batter's box for the Yellow Jackets to face Isaacs. Isaacs from the stretch, and he steps off. We got a 3-1 score, top of the third inning. Blue Ridge leading 3-1. Tanner Isaacs on the mound for the Cougars. He comes set. He looks at the runner, and the pitch to Ty Tongo is hit. A hard shot to center field. The center field is drifting back off the fence. Reed picks up the ball on a bounce. Here comes Esparza. Here comes a play at home. Oh, he misses the cutoff man. And Ty Tongo is able to get a double and score Esparza from second base for the RBI, making the score 4-1 in favor of the Yellow Jackets.
And nice shot. Who is that on
Ty Tongo.
Ty Tongo, yeah. I mean, just another huge hit.
So Kai gets the RBI. No outs. Blue Ridge up 4-1 in the third. Isaacs now pitching to DeAndre Johnson. The pitch. Johnson sees the pitch up high for ball one from Tanner Isaacs. Tanner Isaacs looks to the dugout. Coach telling him probably, oh, they're just, we got to throw strikes. We can't keep leaving the ball up. They're going to keep hitting the ball like that.
Man, that high heat, these guys are just pounding the ball.
The pitch. Johnson swings, and it's popped up straight back. I don't think this one's going to get us, though. Might get my truck back there, but, we have insurance.
Well, hey, you got Black Diamond Auto Glass.
Actually, I just took my car to Black Diamond to fix a glass on my car last week.
There you go.
So, they do good work. Johnson squares to bunt. The pitch from Isaacs. Here it comes. Johnson pulls his bat back, pitches in the dirt for a ball. 2-1 to DeAndre Johnson.
Well, this is reminiscent of the Yellow Jackets we saw come out in the top of the first inning, Greg. Hot bats, aggressiveness on the ball, taking advantage of that fastball as it comes in.
We've got a timeout from the Sholo dugout. Coach Matthews asking the umpire if he pushed it the ball, and he's saying no, that he pulled the bat back. So we'll go back to the action here. Tanner Isaacs pitching to DeAndre Johnson.
It's 2-1 on the count.
No outs. Ty Tongo at second base. Johnson pulls the bat back again and takes ball 3 down and in from Isaacs.
When you come out strong like that and aggressive on the batting on the offense, you put the pitcher in a position of a defensive position where you're not so confident. You don't have all the tricks in your bag anymore. You got to get the ball over the plate.
The 3-1 pitch right down the middle from Isaacs to make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to DeAndre. Yeah, as you said, Blake, the defense, it puts the defense at a disadvantage when you don't throw strikes right away. You're making it a hitter's count. So
44 pitches on the afternoon for Isaacs. At least that's what I have.
Yeah, we're even on that. Isaacs, the pitch to Johnson. Strike 3 looking.
Wow, great
DeAndre
job.
Johnson.
Great job by Isaacs coming out from behind the count like that and coming back in and taking care of Johnson.
So Johnson, instead of swinging the bat, goes down looking. That'll bring up number 18, Chris Verdugo, 0 for 1 on the day. He hit the ball earlier. I believe that's the error that Jake Tate made, throwing the ball over to first base. Ty Tongo at second base. Isaacs on the mound from the stretch. And we have Verdugo calls time in the right-handed batter's box. Step out, takes a couple practice swings.
Got an update from the softball field over here. We got Blue Ridge on top of Sholo, 5-4, top of the third.
Sholo making a comeback over there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Isaacs from the stretch. The pitch to Verdugo is down and away for ball 1 to Chris Verdugo.
Tyatongo taking a good lead off over there after the pitch.
Got Rhett, Reisdorf, Trent Williams over there talking to each other. Who's going to take the bag? Let's try to keep the runner a little bit closer. And there goes Reisdorf to the base, but the pitch is away for ball 2 to Verdugo.
Just missing the outside corner.
Verdugo steps back in the box. Isaac toes the rubber from the stretch. The runner gets his lead, comes off the base. Isaac's pitch, strike, and we have a pickoff attempt from Edwards at second base, but Tyatongo able to get back in time.
Yeah, Greg, they're noticing the lead off that Tyatongo's taken over there after the pitch, and going to keep that guy a little bit more honest over there as he gets his uniform dirty.
2-1 count on Verdugo. The pitch from Isaacs. A swing and a miss to Verdugo's. I think that was probably ball 3 right there that he swings at.
Yeah.
Evens up the count, 2-2.
It's a high and outside.
So Chris trying to do something here. The 2-2 count to Chris. Isaacs is looking in, sees what he likes, and he is set. He looks the runner and the pitch. And it's fouled off by Verdugo. Nice little slide step there by Isaacs to keep the runner a little bit closer to second base. Not that big leg kick on this one, just a little slide step. And Tyatongo didn't really get off the base very far.
Verdugo looked like he was behind the pitch on that one. I don't know if you got a read on that, Ron, the speed of that pitch, but a fastball, Verdugo is just a little bit behind it, fouling it off to the opposite field backstop.
The 6th pitch of the at-bat, 2-2 count to Verdugo. Isaacs is set. He looks at the runner, delivers. A slow little breaking ball is outside for ball 3. Brings the count full.
Isaac's throwing 33 strikes on the game so far.
To 18 balls. It's nice when you have all this electronic stuff that works right.
Yeah.
And you can get this info quick. Isaacs, again, from the stretch. Looks back at the runner. The runner bounces back the pitch. Swing and a miss. Great pitch there. A fastball right down the middle that Verdugo is unable to catch up with for out number 2.
Comes out of the box with a big smile on his face. You could tell he really wanted to get a hold of that one.
Top of 3, Blue Ridge leading 4-1. Tyatongo got the RBI this inning with a double to the fence. Still sitting at second base. The batter is the DH today, Dusty Landis, number 10. Landis sees the pitch from Isaacs, off speed. Oh, it's going to fall. Foul ball. Fouls away that little off change up there and just goes foul.
You know that off-speed pitch is hard to – he's actually behind it. So he waited and waited and waited and actually waited a little too long on it.
Well, Isaac's doing a great job there with that changeup on that last pitch. I mean, it looks just like a fastball coming out of his hand, and they're way out on that front foot. And like you said, is able to at least keep his hands back but fouled it off. So Landis with the 0-1 count from Isaacs. Isaacs gets back on the rubber. Comes to set position, checks Tyatongo a second. The delivery. A swing and a miss by Dusty Landis for strike 2. 0-2 to Dusty. Got Jake Tate playing way behind the bag at third base with 2 outs.
Landis 0 for 1, struck out last time up at bat.
Chandler Nicholas looking right into the sun. Anything that hits him is going to be tough. Your right fielder out there, Deegan Lettner, he's wearing sunglasses, still trying to use his glove to shade that sun to see what's going on at the plate from way out there, about 300 feet away. Isaacs back up on the mound from the stretch. The pitch to Landis. And here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. At the end of 2.5, Blue Ridge 4, Sholo 1 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Here's your audio.
We welcome you back to Sholo High School on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball here on iTalk 106.7 on the radio dial or streaming live worldwide on the web, fellas, at iTalk1067.com.
Tell you what, Greg, Yellow Jackets came out strong last inning at the beginning of the inning and really put the Cougars at a disadvantage. And it's amazing to see how they, and especially Isaacs, worked their way out of that inning with a couple of strikeouts there to retire the side with only 1 run damage done.
Yeah, it started a little bit rough for them, but as you said, they were able to come back and finish the inning strong and not have any more damage done other than those first 2 batters.
Could have been a lot worse.
The first batter for the home team Cougars, the senior Rhett Reisdorf, batting from the left side against Macias. Second pitch is a pop fly. Third base side, Kisei trying to get there. And no go for Kisei. First pitch fouled off by Reisdorf right to the backstop, so he's got an 0-2 count.
2 foul balls right in a row.
A 4-1 score, bottom of the 3rd inning. Blue Ridge on top. Ira Macias, the senior for Blue Ridge, has thrown 31 pitches today, is on the bump for the Yellow Jackets.
Only have him down 5 balls. That's impressive on the accuracy.
So you just...
There's 6.
8. I have 32 pitches. We're off by a couple. You and your Snickers, man.
Yeah, I was busy, sorry.
1-2 count to Reisdorf. Macias gets back up on the mound. Rhett's in the box. The pitch from Macias. And Rhett hits it towards shortstop. Chavez goes to his right and can't make the play. You got to err on Seth.
That was hit hard, though.
A play that should be made in my scorebook that's going as an error. I don't know what they're doing over there, though. So,
Man, you're just hard on
Greg's
that
a little hard
shortstop
on
there.
Yeah. I think he's got it out for that guy.
That's something that should be made.
Well, we can talk about that at home later now, can't we?
Reisdorf on at first base. That brings Trent Williams, a shortstop, to the plate. Batting from the right side. First pitch from Macias is a curveball. Catches the outside edge for strike 1 to the junior Trent Williams of the Cougars. We even have Trent wearing the yellow socks with the green and yellow striped stirrups. That's awesome. There goes Rhett. He's running. Strike 2. And Rhett steals second base easily.
Yeah, he couldn't catch up. Well, one, he threw an off-speed curveball, and there was no way that he was going to be able to throw him out. Marcacho couldn't have got him.
He got a great jump on a curveball. There's no way. The 0-2 pitch. Another strike 3. Another curveball. And Williams goes down looking.
Great pitch by Macias, man, dropping that curveball right into the strike zone and just catches the batter looking at that for strike number 3.
Reisdorf on second base. Jake Tate, the third baseman today, stepping into the box against Macias. From the stretch, the pitch. Another curveball foul to the right side for strike 1 to Jake Tate. So we'll see how many more. That's what, 2 or 3 in a row now?
Yeah.
You got Macias at 37?
Yes, we do. 27 strikes to 8 balls. We'll see if they can keep that up. The pitch inside for strike 2 to Tate. Hopefully this isn't a replay of what happened. You know, on my part, obviously my kid goes to school there, so I want them to do well. But Macias had 20 pitches through 3 innings the other day, and then in the 4th inning, the wheels fell off the bus. But anyway, Jake hits the ball to Vitale at second base, who makes the play for out number 2. On that play, Reisdorf is able to advance to third base. Yeah, as I was saying last week, they think it's when we were playing, I can't even remember. Oh, Holbrook. Macias had 20 pitches through 3 innings. Blue Ridge was ahead 1-0. Then they came out in the 4th and just totally imploded. Holbrook scored 12 runs in the top of the 4th inning and just put the thump on Blue Ridge after that. So here comes Lettner. Last time he hit that shot to right center field, clear over Johnson's head.
For a double.
Yes, he did. Deegan Lettner, the junior for the Cougars. Deegan playing right field today. First pitch from Macias. Deegan squares, and the pitch is inside for a ball. Reisdorf was halfway down the line, but there's nobody at third base for Marquecho to throw the ball to.
Yeah, Deegan's a junior this year, and before this game anyways, he's got 8 RBIs, looking for number 9 as got a runner in scoring position on third.
Did you see that?
That's tough.
The batter, Lettner, squares to bunt. Reisdorf gets a couple extra steps, so Macias thinks, I'm going to try to pick him off. Well, there's nobody there because the third baseman is playing in. Throws the ball to the fence, which allows Reisdorf to score.
That's a tough error on the Yellow Jackets to bring in, in a tight game like this, 4-2. Puts 2 points on the board for the Cougars. Rough error, but 2 outs. See if they can climb up out of this.
And there's another shot from Lettner into the right center gap. And again, the ball is going to get to the fence. Well, not quite there, but still another double. Great job by Lettner. So either way, that just means Reisdorf, of course, he wanted the run, but Lettner doesn't get the RBI.
That's right. That's right. So, I guess you'd say nothing hurt on that one because he would have scored the run anyhow. But unless, of course, they could have picked him off. Then that would have been out number 3. But
well, it cuts the score in half. Blue Ridge leading this one 4-2. The bottom of the third inning. Lettner at second base with another double brings Tanner Isaacs to the plate for the Cougars. Isaacs, the pitcher today, sees the first pitch. Hit to the left side. Is anybody going to get there? We got the left fielder, Tyan Tongo, and he makes the catch for out number 3. At the end of 4 innings, you have Sholo 2, Blue Ridge 4 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk 106.7.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Sholo, Arizona, home of the Cougars, as you're listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk 106.7.com. As we kick off the 4th inning here in Sholo, Northland Pioneer wants to remind you that when it comes time to start off your college education, to choose the college with the lowest tuition rate in Arizona, guys, that's Northland Pioneer College, right in our own backyard.
yeah, it's a good choice.
So it's 4-2 on the scoreboard this afternoon as the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets take the plate with Zeke Kisei up to bat. Kisei 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a fly out earlier.
I told everybody when we left we were done with 4. The correction has 3 innings complete. Top of the 4th now. Sorry about that.
And the first pitch is swung and missed by Kisei for strike number 1. And got a quick update from the softball game, 6-5.
Sholo took the lead.
Sholo took the lead. Yeah, last time we checked in, it was 5-4.
Yep, top of the 4th.
So the second pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Sorry, 1-1 on the count. Kisei hitting .212 this year, sophomore. Here comes the pitch outside to be ball 2.
Kisei's been on a little bit of a hitting streak here the last couple games. See if he can get back in the swing of things here.
Flew out his first time up to bat.
Guys, we were talking about it over the break. Is tough tough decision on the Yellow Jackets to go for a pickoff move on third base, end up scoring a run for the Cougars. And the pitch is swung and missed. It'll be strike two, 2-2 on the count.
You know, as we were talking, like you said, just sometimes you wonder, you know, they're high school kids, and you have 2 outs. The guy at third isn't really going to hurt you too bad if you can take care of the batter. Instead, you throw the ball away and score a run.
The pitch is a changeup, comes in, a really off-speed pitch, and is going to get him swinging for strike 3. That'll be 1 out for the Cougars.
Great pitch by Tanner Isaacs. It's working.
Yeah, we've seen that pitch all game.
When we asked Randy Weems, one of the assistant coaches, here in between innings, he's like, oh, is he throwing a changeup or a curve? He goes, you know what? You never know with that kid, but I'll take it because it's working.
Yeah. Yeah. First pitch is in the dirt for ball number 1 to Marquecho.
Marquecho's first time up to bat, walked for the Jackets.
So 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Yellow Jackets up to bat. And the pitch is high for ball 2.
Isaacs at 62 pitches on the day. I don't know what Sholo has the rest of this week, but I know Blue Ridge has Payson on Friday.
And the third pitch is right down the middle for strike 1. 2-1's the count, 1 out. 4-2, Blue Ridge is on top. Here comes the pitch, swung and popped up. Looks like it's in play. Catcher and third base are going out after it, and the catcher's going to make the play. Zach Edwards for a great catch on a foul ball, almost all the way up to the Cougars' dugout. So that'll be out number 2.
Great job there by Edwards. He looked at Tate. Tate looked at him. He was able to get his back towards the fair territory, waited till the last second, got rid of his helmet so he doesn't fall over it, makes a great catch. 2 down in the top of the 4th inning.
Seth Chavez steps up to the plate and takes ball 1 in the dirt.
That pitch was at about 55 feet. Those are always tough for the catcher. It's like, oh no, what do you do there?
Yeah, it took a huge bounce.
Isaacs gets back up on the mound. 65 pitches so far on the day for Tanner.
And pitch number 2 is in the dirt as well. So 2-0 on the count, 2 outs.
Tanner trying to stretch a little bit out there, just maybe feeling a little tightness maybe. A 2-0 count.
And the pitch is drilled up the center. Huge hit from Chavez all the way out to the center fielder for a base hit. That'll be a single for Chavez. And, man, what a solid hit. I mean, he just hit that square right up over the pitcher, straight up the pike.
That was a line drive. Nice shot there by Seth.
So that'll put a runner on first for the Yellow Jackets as Vital steps up to the plate. He had a base hit earlier in the game, 1 for 2. He had a single and a strikeout. And the pitch is going to be looked a little low, but they're going to call it a strike. Vital watches it.
I guess the only opinion that matters is they're not wearing blue anymore with the AIA changing color, so the men in black, that's all that really matters. And in baseball anyway, it's the men in black.
That's right.
Yeah, they don't listen to us, do they? Isaacs is checking the runner at first and then delivers the pitch in the dirt for the 1-1 pitch.
It's a nice stop there by Zach Edwards. Just looking at Sholo's schedule this week, they're actually going to be playing Snowflake on Saturday.
Okay. So. Might have to go watch a baseball game, so probably won't be doing anything else.
Isaac's going to step off the mound and just take a look at Chavez over there on first base and keep him honest for a bit.
Oh, actually, I lied to you guys. I will be busy this weekend. I'm actually going to go help umpire a baseball tournament in Morenci.
And the 1-1 pitch is high ball, and Chavez takes a steal to second. Overthrown, is going to run to third. Slides in and collides with the third baseman, but they're going to call that out. So Chavez gets thrown out at third base, and coaches are running out in the field to check Tate as he got hit by the cleats of Chavez as he came in for the slide.
going to have a meeting with the coaches there over at third base, as the coaches weren't happy about that.
I guess I missed that. I don't know what happened.
So just to recap,
there was
the pitch was high, change up. Chavez took off to steal second base. The throw was overthrown, so Chavez takes to run to third, and the center fielder throws it. They do get the out at third base, but Chavez slid in, and it looked like there was some sort of a collision between Seth Chavez, the runner, and Jake Tate, the third baseman.
Yeah, big collision.
Was there a collision or was it a slide?
It was a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I put my head down to keep track, like we talked about these electronic devices, and I looked up, and you said he's running, so I looked up. And
well, so that'll retire the side for the Cougars. That'll be out number 3, and this brings up the Yellow Jackets. I'm sorry, the Cougars up to bat.
Was that a ball on the pitch there? And a ball, and he was.
Yeah, it was a ball. The pitch was a ball. They tried to throw the runner out at second, but they overthrew it. And if you guys want, you can always check out online to catch the recap, Ron, as the White Mountain Youth Production crew does a great job of bringing us 4 camera angle shots on the game.
The assistant coach for Sholo, Joe Merklin, just got tossed by one of the umpires.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Joe would have been so upset about, because unless he was upset that Seth didn't slide properly or something on that, but it almost looked like the Blue Ridge coach, Hoffmeyer, was more upset at the collision than Merklin, and Merklin came out to talk to everybody involved. So not sure what happens. Here comes other Joe.
Well, I think Hoffmeyer is trying to ask him something about he's got to give him a path to the base. Because he blocking the base without having the ball there, there's nowhere for him to go. And I think Joe was saying probably something about the contact there on the slide.
So here you can see a nice shot that the umpire's talking with head coach
Joe
Matthews.
So I have to go back and look at the highlights on the
rewind
YouTube channel on iTalk.
Maybe I'll do that right now, and I'll give you guys an update.
All right.
Thanks, Ron.
Yeah. That's why I'm here, man. Care about you guys.
You could eat a Snickers and do that.
Well, I had a Twix and a Snickers.
We got the coaches. Coach Matthews still out there talking to the umpires. Now he's walking with Paul Hancock, walking back towards the dugout as they're still talking. I think Paul's listening to him, trying to be patient and let Coach Matthews vent his frustration and, make his opinion heard. So we still got a lot of action going on out here between the umpires and coach. Let's take a 30-second break here on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 1067, iTalk 1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back to Sholo, Arizona, Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com. We've got Chandler Nicholas up to bat, and the first pitch is in for a strike. Here comes pitch number 2. It's going to be low in the dirt for a changeup on Macias, and he's going to take ball number 1.
A 4-2 lead for the Yellow Jackets at the bottom of the 4th inning.
Pitch will be outside, ball 2. And Greg, Ron's looking back through the footage to give us a little update here shortly on what
got 2
transpired.
balls and a strike.
The pitch is in, and it's a base hit, line up it is going to be fair up the third base line, and Nicholas will take first base for a single. Hard hit ball, grounder right up the third base line, and I don't think that was playable. I'll put that down for a base hit.
Yeah, he smoked that ball. Great job by Chandler. He got all of that, pulled it right. I mean,
yeah,
there's maybe an inch to spare there, right over the bag, right
couldn't
along
have gotten
the line.
any
Perfect
closer
job.
without being foul.
Brian Reed stepping in for the Cougars.
First pitch is in for a strike. Reed 1 for 1 on the afternoon, single earlier this game.
Yeah, curveball there. Reed unable to catch up with it. Nicholas at first base.
Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be fouled up. It is in play, it looks like. Well, it's going to be real close. Now just out of play off to the first base line. Over the fence over there, so that'll be strike number 2.
Just watching that replay, guys, it looked like a pretty standard play. I think what Hoffmeyer was upset about is after that play, it looked like Tate, he got the out, and then he went back almost as if to taunt Chavez on the play, and Hoffmeyer didn't like that. And who knows what Merklin thought about after that one.
You know, if you go back and look at it, that's where, you know, Jake was right in front of the base. He, you know, the ball's coming, and he's just right there waiting for the ball. He's not trying to, I don't think he's doing anything bad. They're trying to, you know, block a base on just because.
And that's going to be strike number 3. Caught Reed looking at that one, and so that'll be 1 out for the Cougars with 1 man on base.
You know, Seth slid straight into the bag, and Jake was in front of it, and I think that's what Joe was upset about. So I'm just glad both of the kids are okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fawcett's up to bat, and Macias is going to check the runner at first.
That was a nice toss over there. Almost caught him.
I don't think he was ready for that.
I don't think Chandler's used to having pickoff attempts made on him over there. But
and he's going to square around a bunt. It gets popped up, and a great play made by Josh Marquecho, catcher, makes the out. Cal Fawcett turns around a bunt, and he accidentally pops it straight up in the air. And Marquecho runs out and makes the catch, holding the runner on first. So that'll be 2 outs. And we've got Chandler Nicholas on first base, runner for the Sholo Cougars. Zach Edwards will step up to the plate.
Got another update from over at the softball field. It's now tied at 6. Yellow Jackets and Cougars on the softball field, tied at 6 in the bottom of the 4th.
First pitch to Edwards is fouled off, out of play, back behind the backstop. That'll be strike 1.
Zach is the catcher today for the Cougars, in case you haven't been with us. Zach's stepdad, Randy Weems, now coaching third base after the ejection of Sholo assistant coach Joe Merklin.
And the pitch is low and in the dirt. Looked like Edwards almost squared around a bunt there, or did a check swing.
Yeah, they're not even going to call for an appeal on that one.
Yeah.
It's just a ball.
So 1-1. The pitch is in low. Almost looked like an off-speed pitch there, maybe a curveball. For strike 2, he goes swinging hard at that one.
You know, it's hard to ask for help on that check swing when you really have nobody down the first base line with only 2-person mechanics.
What would they do if they?
Oh, wow. The pitch is hit, line drive, solid hit by Edwards, but straight into the glove of Vital on second base, and that'll retire the side for the Yellow Jackets. Here, you're listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. We'll be back in a few.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
And we're back. We welcome you to Sholo High School. 3A East matchup between the visitor Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets and the home team Sholo Cougars. Starting off the top of the inning with the Northland Pioneer College. When it comes time to start off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona, Northland Pioneer College. Looks like we have a substitution, fellas, for the Cougars. We have number 15, and according to the information we have, according to the tablets and all that stuff that we have over here, we show Bernie Larson as being number 15. We'll try to get verify that for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Vital will take the plate for the Yellow Jackets to kick off the inning. He's 1 for 2 on the afternoon, single and a strikeout earlier.
We have Tanner Isaacs still on the mound for the Cougars. He has thrown 70 pitches today. And at this point, it looks like he is going to end up throwing his 105, well, actually 95 because he's a sophomore. So he's only allotted 95 pitches.
And as we start off the 5th inning, we want to remind you that Northland Pioneer, when it comes time to start off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College.
Coming to the plate for the Yellow Jackets, leading off the inning will be senior number 16, Josiah Vital, 1 for 2 on the day with a single, and got caught looking on a strikeout. The first pitch from Isaacs. Josiah pops it straight up. Nicholas is going to go after it, trying to shade the sun, and great play by Nicholas, makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. I will take that if we are Sholo. 1 pitch, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning, Yellow Jackets leading 4-2. Nicholas using that big old first baseman is meant to help shade the sun from his eyes and makes the catch. Good job there. I mean, you had Jake Tate 2 feet from him when he caught that coming all the way across the diamond because he has a better angle with the sun, just in case. The first pitch to Macias from Isaacs pulls the string, and Macias is way out in front and misses on that cut.
Macias had a huge hit last inning, I believe. Shot double out to the fence.
Yep. The next pitch from Isaacs is high. Another off-speed pitch, making the count even at 1-1 to Macias.
We've seen a lot of those off-speed pitches by Isaacs this afternoon so far.
A 1-1 pitch from Tanner Isaacs. In the dirt, nice block by Edwards. Make the count 2-1 to Macias.
Well, they don't want to pitch anything to Macias, with too much speed and down the middle or up high, because he'll take it. He'll take it deep.
Looking at the dugout for the Cougars, it doesn't look like there are any other changes that we need to be aware of at this point. The only change is Bernie Larson is now in left field for Cal Fawcett. The next pitch is a off-speed pitch again in the dirt that gets through the 5-hole to the backstop for a 3-1 count to Iram. So let's see if are they going to pitch to him with a 3-1 count or just intentionally walk him, as we've seen before. It looks like they're going to pitch because here comes Isaacs. Foul ball off the foot to make the count full.
Good pitch by Isaacs. He kept it low, although he went with a fastball. He needed to get something over the plate with a 3-1 count. He went low on Macias, which I think is a good lesson from last inning. After seeing that huge double just slapped out to center field. So he works his way back into the count.
Update from the softball field here next door, 8-6. Sholo takes the lead, top of 5. So they got a real
back and forth over there.
Slugfest over there.
The 3-2 count from Isaacs to Macias. And there's a pop up to right center. Is anyone going to be able to get there? Lettner is under it, battling the sun, and Deegan makes a good catch out in right field for out number 2.
Black Diamond Auto Glass, fly ball right there.
Black Diamond Auto Glass reminds you to use 2 hands, just like they use 2 installers, Ron, on every job that they do.
That brings up Kai Tai and Tongo, 1 for 1 on the day. The double off the fence and a walk.
Looked like Macias' bat just got just a little bit too much underneath that ball.
Yeah, it was a dangerous, dangerous for the Cougars, and that if he would have not mishit that, it could have gone deep.
First pitch to Ty and Tongo, called strike. Second pitch on the way. Looks like a changeup up high. So that makes pitch number 79. So he has 16 pitches left. With Isaacs being a sophomore, he's limited to 95 pitches. The next pitch to Ty and Tongo is a ball. Make the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 5th inning, Blue Ridge leading 4-2. The pitch. Strike 2 to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ty Tongo.
Isaac's going through the windups pretty fast here with Tongo up at the plate.
Does seem like he's picked up the pace.
There it is, strike 3.
Yeah.
And he knew it. As soon as the pitch got there, he went down looking. At the end of 4.5, Blue Ridge 4, Sholo 2 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
It's easy to see why the Ford F-150 is the #1 selling truck in America. For more than 40 years, no other truck has even come close. And Sholo Ford is hands down the best place to buy your next vehicle. Just take a look at Guy Hatch's promise. He won't be beat on any deal on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. And on top of that, you'll get a lifetime engine warranty. Go to SholoFord.com or visit them on the east end of the Deuce. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Back, Sholo High School. The middle of the 5th inning. We only play 7 here in high school baseball, folks. So this is the 5th inning stretch
Stretch it
here.
up.
Sponsored by Sunrise Park Resort. Sunrise is closed for the winter, but they're going to be reopening here Memorial Day weekend. Tons of fun. Summer activities, including the longest zip line in the state. Go to sunriseskipark.com for details. That's sunriseskipark.com.
I'll tell you what, that's coming fast, guys. Memorial Day weekend.
Yes,
Not too far away.
Can't wait.
Ron's going to be out on that zip line, booking it.
I want to check to see if it's rated for my kind of fun.
To start the bottom of the 5th inning, the first pitch to Reisdorf is hit at shortstop. Seth comes up to makes the throw across, and the first baseman can't make the play. Ball gets to the fence, and Reisdorf is able to get to second base on the air. Would you say that's an error on the throw or error on the fielder, fellas? But there is an error.
The throw's in the dirt, and I couldn't tell the stretch that.
I think I would give it on the fielder, but I will say this: Seth did a great job charging it and trying to make the throw. It wasn't like he was able to field it cleanly and be on 2 feet with that throw. He had to throw it on the run. So
yeah, the ball wasn't hit very
difficult.
hard. He had to run up on it to even have a chance at getting the runner because Reisdorf was hauling.
And on that same play, I saw the pitch to Trent Williams, a strike from Macias. On that, at the end of that play there, saw the umpire there, Mr. Hancock, talking to the second baseman. It looked like the second baseman acted like there was a ball coming and may have acted like there was a fake tag. And
can't do that.
probably told you do that again, you're going to be outside on the
Sitting
bus
with
watching,
Merklin.
sitting with Coach Merklin. You guys can listen to the game on iTalk. 1-1 count to Trent. Trent playing short today for the Cougars. In a prime spot here for Trent to try to get some runs on the board. Pop up to the right side. Is McCullough going to be able to get there? He's drifting. He's almost there. And the ball lands safely for a foul ball.
That would have been a tough catch.
Well, Reisdorf was doing the right thing there. He was sitting at second base. If McCullough or Vitale are able to get there, make that play, he's tagging to get to third base. Great heads up. Way to be paying attention there, Rhett Reisdorf.
There's a nice shot of Rhett right there, the senior for Sholo.
The 1-2 count to Trent. No outs. Bottom of the 5th. Blue Ridge leading 4-2. The pitch from Macias. And the shot just by the shortstop. Can't get it. Here comes Reisdorf to make the score 4-3. Base hit.
Timely hit by Williams. Solid drive up the middle between the shortstop and the second base bag. Well hit ball. And that's going to bring the score within 1.
4-3. Sholo is down by 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runner on. Trent Williams at first base. At the plate is number 1. That's Jake Tate with the sacrifice bunt. A nice play there by Macias to get the out at first base. Well, Trent goes to second.
That was a nice, just a barehanded fielding it barehanded as Macias and throws it to first on a nice Nice out there.
I like the aggressiveness of the Cougars right now. You saw Trent come up right there. Tate come up right there and square around to bunt right off of the first pitch to move that runner up. Knowing they have 0 outs, let's get another runner in scoring position, tie the game up.
Yep.
Yeah, great job there. Trent is safe at second base. The first pitch was a strike. Second pitch is fouled off for strike 2.
Deegan Lettner, number 5, up to bat.
So we got 2 strikes on Deegan. 0-2 count against Macias. 1 out. The runner is Trent Williams at second base for the Cougars. Macias from the stretch. The pitch. Strike 3. Oh, it called a foul ball. Foul ball hit the dirt, so he's still alive. 0-2 count. And you saw the catcher there. I'm not sure if he realized there was a foul ball getting ready to throw to first base when all he has to do is touch the batter there instead of putting the ball down there and having Williams advance. The pitch from Macias. Hit to the shortstop. Here comes Chavez. Fields it. Throws across the diamond. Out number 2 as Williams advances to second base.
Good play by Chavez. And, of course, Cougars heads up base running. They do advance another runner over into third base, which is a great spot to be to tie the game up. Bringing up Chandler Nicholas to the plate.
Actually, it's Tanner Isaacs.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tanner Isaacs.
Chandler's thick. Tanner's a little skinny guy.
Yeah.
So far, Tanner is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out, but he's made great contact on the ball. So we'll see if he can get that tying run across the plate here in the bottom of the 5th for the Cougars. They called a balk, and there it is. He didn't stop. We had both umpires call it, so it's not like both guys at the same time. He has to stop.
Man, that's the second tough error we've seen on Macias this afternoon that both of them have scored a run. We saw one earlier where he went over for a pickoff move at third base when that wasn't needed. Now we have a balk in the 5th inning scoring the tying run. Those are tough errors.
So here we go, folks, all squared away at 4. Bottom of the 5th inning.
No, that would have been a dead ball, right? No pitch.
Yeah, that does not count. There's no pitch there. Macias has 65 pitches on the day. Isaacs steps back into the box. No balls, no strikes, clean count. The pitch from Macias fouled straight back for strike number 1. Isaac steps out of the box for a little bit. Regroup here as Macias gets on the rubber there.
Cougars have managed to climb back into this game. Nice off-speed pitch by Macias. Ends up in the dirt, but Isaacs takes it. Takes the bait.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Isaacs. The pitch from Macias is up high, ball 1. Blue Ridge trying to get out of this here. 2 runs scored on this half inning for the Cougars. The pitch. Got a hit to center field. Can Johnson get there? And he makes the catch for 3 outs on the inning at the end of 5 complete. We're tied up at 4 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk 106.7.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, lit to smile, love your smile.
We'd like to welcome you back to Sholo High School. You're listening to High School Baseball, presented by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top Sholo, and on 102.5 in Pine Top, a Kopaniki communication station. Greg Chavez, Blake Murchison, Ron Everingham. Great day for baseball, fellas, especially this game after the last time we had these two.
It's a great game, 4-4, top of the 6th inning.
Seems to be a good matchup, guys. Last game we watched was pretty close, too.
Yep.
All the way to the end. I think we had a walk-off
hit, yeah, by Josiah Vital last game, and it was.
We'll see if Tanner can get through this. He has 13 pitches left before they have to pull him. So on Sholo, and we'll see if he can get through it and get him into the 7th inning maybe. But I don't. Okay, they do have somebody warming up out there in the bullpen. I can't tell from here who it is. I don't know if you can see from that angle there, Ron.
Looks like number 15.
That would be Bernie Larson.
Yeah, that's the question.
I think.
As we kick off the 6th inning, we want to remind you, as Northland Pioneer reminds us that when it's time to start off your college education, to choose the college with the lowest tuition rate in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. And DeAndre Johnson will step up to the plate. Pitch number 1 is going to be fouled up, out of play behind the backstop for strike 1. Got a lot of cars back there, maybe.
Yeah, it might be mine. We'll go visit Black Diamond.
Yeah. Pitch 2 is high, and that'll be ball 1. 1-1 on the count. Tie game here, fellas, in the top of the 6th inning, 4-4.
You know, you talked about it earlier. You talked about Black Diamond. Old Josh Craner, you said Sholo's going to go visit him on Saturday, correct, Ron?
What's that?
Sholo's
yes,
going to Snowflake
exactly.
on Saturday?
Yes, they are.
And the pitch is hit, high pop fly in the infield. And DeAndre Johnson, the catcher, is going to come out and – I'm sorry, Zach Edwards. DeAndre Johnson, the batter. Zach Edwards is going to come out and make the play for out number 1.
Great play there by Edwards. And 3 pitches. He'll take it.
Yeah, he'll take it. Let's bring up to bat Chris Verdugo.
Chris reached on an air and went down swinging. Over 2 on the day.
First pitch is in right down the middle for strike 1 as Verdugo watches that pitch go by, maybe with a couple of regrets. And then 0-1 pitch is in the dirt for ball 1.
1-1 count to Verdugo. 4-4 in the top of the 6th. Isaac's still on the mound for the Cougars. Pitch 88 coming up for Tanner Isaacs.
Here comes the pitch, and it's hit right up to the second baseman, who is going to bobble the ball, and that'll put Verdugo on the bag for, I think, the second time this game where he's made it on base from an error.
That is correct.
So that'll put a runner on base for the Yellow Jackets with only 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. 4-4 tied game as Dusty Landis steps up to the plate. That error is going to go on Rhett Reisdorf, second baseman.
I think if he comes and charges that ball, he gets there before that second little hop.
And Isaacs is going to check Verdugo over at first base. And if I'm Isaacs and the Cougars, I'm thinking these guys are looking for a steal right here. Get a runner in scoring position. Here comes the pitch, and it's swung on and missed by Landis for strike 1.
Good pitch by Isaacs. Pitch 89 on the afternoon for Tanner.
Now that one looked like a little bit of a curveball. Still had some speed on it, and it dropped in. The second pitch is high, yet Landis squares around a bunt, and he doesn't get his bat back in time. This is going to be strike 2.
Well, that's where these kids need to learn that that's a sacrifice, not bunting for a base hit. It's not a squeeze play at home. You don't attempt to bunt a pitch that's over your head.
Yeah, I think Isaacs pitched intentionally a high fastball, looking for a throw-off play at second for a steal on that one. And the pitch is overthrown in the dirt and gets behind Edwards to the backstop, and that's going to advance Verdugo to second base as he takes a steal
on that wild pitch.
On a wild pitch.
That's when we talked about earlier. Balls thrown 55 feet. The catcher tries to block it. Nothing he can do really. Just hopefully the ball bounces and hits him, and it bounces over his shoulder. So
yeah, there's no way to judge the bounce on that.
That's so hard as a catcher. That opens up first base, though, should there be a third strike in the dirt for Landis.
1-2 on the count, and a change-up in, and it's going to be strike number 3 for Landis as he goes down swinging. And we've seen that pitch all game, guys. He's just got a huge difference in speed on that off-speed pitch. And just looking at a pretty intense fastball just a couple of pitches ago.
I wonder, the coaches look at this stuff. Do they tell Zeke right here to take the first 2 pitches regardless? He's at 92 pitches. If he throws 3, he's done for the day. If he throws 1 or 2, he can come back the next inning and at least face the first batter.
Well, he does take pitch number 1 for a strike.
If I was the coach, I know it puts him in a little bit of a hole, but I'd tell him take 1 more pitch, and let's go with let's face somebody new in the 7th inning.
Runner on second base, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch, and it's high.
And that was pitch 94, so this will be Tanner's last batter of the afternoon, and Tanner's throwing a great game. That's why I would have told my kid, regardless, take that next pitch. This kid's on point today. Let's try to go after somebody else.
1 ball, 1 strike on the count for Kisei. And the pitch is in down the middle for strike number 2.
And that's pitch 95 on the day. And if I'm right, Tanner, yes, is a sophomore. Freshmen and sophomores are allowed 95 pitches in a day. Juniors and seniors 105. But you are allowed to go beyond your limit if it's in the middle of an at-bat.
So we'll be looking for a pitcher change coming up next. Here comes the pitch, and it's high. High fastball. It'll be ball number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. 4-4 is the score. Yellow Jackets and Blue Ridge, Yellow Jackets and Sholo Cougars go at it today. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be low in the dirt. Gets behind Edwards again, and that's going to advance the runner over to third base on a wild pitch. So although they have 2 outs, now Blue Ridge is looking at a runner on third, hoping to score. Full count.
So unless there's a foul ball here, it looks like number 18 is getting ready to come into the game to throw for the Cougars. We'll have to look on your lineup card there, Blake, to see who number 18 is. Full count.
Should be Grayson Pace.
2 outs. Okay, so yeah, that's okay. Then I guess we did get Bernie right out in left field earlier.
So here comes the full count pitch. And it's right down the middle, and unfortunately Kisei watches strike number 3 go by as they're going to retire this side. Tough one on the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets as they go down looking to end the inning. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. We'll be back in a few.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Welcome back to Sholo, Arizona, home of the Cougars. You're listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school baseball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide, iTalk1067.com. I'm Blake Murchison, backstop side by Greg Chavez and Ron Everingham, as we're watching the Sholo Cougars take on the visiting Lakeside Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets.
It's
going to be a great finish here this afternoon. 4-4 tie game. Bottom of the 6th. We'll see who.
It looks like Grayson Pace will be coming in to pitch for the Cougars in the 7th inning, but curious to see. I think he's going to probably go in for Bernie Larson and keep Tanner Isaacs in the game and maybe out in left field.
Shift him around.
Up to bat, we've got Chandler Nicholas for the Cougars, and here comes the first pitch. It's going to be a high fastball, fouled up and back, but it will be out of play behind the backstop for strike number 1. Macias has 70 pitches on the day. 54 strikes, looks like. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Changeup is, man, he slaughtered that one.
But that one foul.
He was ahead of the pitch a little bit, being an off-speed pitch, and he knocks it foul off the left side base, third base line into the fence over there. But, man.
Well, Chandler's a big kid. If he happens to, square one up on that, he could be a difference in the game here. Still looking for our Beeler orthodontic straight line drive of the game, so we'll see if any of these players can come through.
And here's the pitch, and again, he's ahead of the pitch a little bit, and he fouls it off the third baseline.
I think we have a couple candidates, some hits we've seen earlier in the game, so let's see if anything else happens between now and then.
I know Macias had a good hit earlier. A couple of Yellow Jackets in that one inning had a couple of doubles.
Lettner's put one to the fence.
Oh, 2 on the count. Here comes the pitch. Fouled up, off, out of play again.
4 straight foul balls by Nicholas.
1 for 2. Had a strikeout and a single earlier. And the 0-2 pitch from Macias. Off-speed pitch is
great hit.
Hit over the third baseman head. Looked like it took a hop. Did that hit the ground, guys? I couldn't see.
I don't know if that hit the ground or just a line drive right over his head. From here, it looked like it was just a line drive right over his head. Just stuck the bat out there and right over Zeke's head there at third base. Good job, Chandler. Great at bat.
And we kind of saw that one coming as we saw Chandler hitting ahead of the pitch. Each of those pitches that he was getting a hold of, he was ahead of the pitch and found off the third base side. So nice drive by Nicholas. And that'll put a runner on first for the Cougars. No outs, 4-4. Macias is going to check him at the bag.
Brian Reed at the plate for the Cougars, 1 for 2 on the day, a single, and caught looking.
And the pitch, he's going to square around a bunt, but pulls back as the pitch is high for ball 1.
Exactly what we were just talking about last half inning. Brian pulls his bat back instead of trying to put that ball in play when it's a foot over his head.
And the coach is going to call Reed over to have a little quick chat with him.
Sholo in a good spot right here to start the inning. Nicholas has a great at bat, fouls 4 pitches back, and then hits a line drive right over the third baseman's head to get on base, bringing up Brian Reed. Had 1, well, actually no outs, runner at first base.
And here comes the pitch. He squares around. He does lay down a bunt. It's going to go right back to Macias, who's going to throw him out at first, but that'll be a sacrifice bunt, moving the runner, Chandler Nicholas, up to second base. So that'll be a runner in scoring position now for the Cougars with 1 out on the board. And that should be bringing up number 15 here for the Cougars.
So that's going to be
this
Bernie,
was our substitute earlier,
Larson.
Bernie. And the pitch is fouled off on the first base side, out of play. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second base, 4-4. In the bottom of the 6th.
Bernie Larson, the batter for the Cougars, wearing number 15.
The pitch is right down the middle, looked at by Larson for strike 2.
According to the stuff we have from Max Preps, Larson is batting 0 this year. He's 0 for 7 on the year.
And the pitch is in the dirt, but swung out by Larson for strike number 3.
See, and the Yellow Jackets are lucky there. Larson doesn't get a whole lot of plate appearances. Strikes out swinging, but the ball's in the dirt appealing.
Time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Where'd the other kid go?
He's out. He went in.